Hey everybody, welcome back. Whenever I have to bring a card all the way up to 6-star gold to max out their training ability, I always try to take some time and see if I can make that card usable. Okay, it's a shame to have to take somebody all the way up to the top level of the game and it's not even a usable card. That's just a bad feeling. So I always try to figure out if I can reverse the bad feeling and get a good feeling out of it. And Liv Morgan, Jersey Wildcat, is one of the cards that you have to take 6-star gold, in my opinion. She's the +2 green, +2 multiply trainer. A trainer that was never in the game until her month. So in many ways, she's, even more valuable to me. And I'm close. I'm at 31.9. Truth be told, I am waiting on a star fill for her. Because once the star fill shows up, she gets to be about 500 away, and then I just dump a couple of levels to get the extra 500 talent. And Bob's your uncle. But she covers a couple of niches as well. And, again, I don't like having 6-star golds on my roster that I've leveled up for training purposes that I can't use. So I wanted to figure out a way to use her and use her effectively. Especially since I do have her moment. Multiple gems generated from moves will increase their strength by 3 is very relevant for her. And a little bit of gen defense is always nice. Okay. She's new gen era striker. I can't think of too many other new gen era strikers in the game on the ladies' side. So she covers that niche as well. And she's probably the best pure free-to-play women's striker in the game also. Let's double check that claim real quick. Class. Naomi's fantastic. Paywalled. She was a chase character, maybe a little bit easier to get a hold of. Paywalled. Freebie was a chase character, was given away free recently. And then it doesn't get very much better, and this is certainly paywalled. So, yeah, I think there is a claim to be made that Liv Morgan, Jersey Wildcat, is the best ladies striker that has been given away, at least as, an MLC freebie. But maybe the best freebie that has been released overall. So that certainly helps her. Now let's look and see how it makes it work. Now I've got a couple of different builds here. Kind of, this is going to be kind of a Merrick style progression build, and can get even bigger, but I don't have all of this stuff to make her go even bigger. But I'm going to show off 3 different entourage sets that kind of get from, everybody's got it to maybe not everybody has it, and we can see how the damage increases over time. The one thing that I do that it is relevant is both of the plates here. All right, the Miz's headband is nice whenever you make 4 or more snowfall gems, increase your red gem damage by 50% for a turn, and reduce all your opponent's gem damage by 50% for 2 turns. This is one of the few cards where I think this plate is actually relevant. She does make snowfall gems. She does make a lot of red gems. She paints the board red, basically. And then with her moment, she now gets 100% gem defense. Super nice. And then the red Royal Rumble plate here. This one is great. You can go a couple of different ways. If you had the break black, get red, I think it's called the underdog story. Where is it? This one would work too. Whenever you break 4 red gems, generate 10 random blacks. That would be fine. Yeah, pity the fool. Here it is. Underdog story. Whenever you break 4 black, generate 10 randoms at the end of the turn. That would also work. Theoretically, you could use a sheriff's badge because you're certainly going to break 15 or more red gems. So that will help. And the one other one that would help, especially in the speed department, would be the Lyra plate. which is every time you use a red move, increase your red gem damage by 50%. So there's a couple of different plates you can use here. Rumble Plate's the best one I've got, but you have to have something in this spot. Something. You got to put something there. And you really, really need the Miz's headband as well. I can't think of very much else that's going to help her out off the top of my head. Yeah, you just kind of need it. Okay, so that's the drawback to her, really, is you do need some plates. Moveset is triple red. It's all 6 MP, which is super friendly. Super friendly, okay? You don't even necessarily have to have a maxed out. There's 25 random gems in the Snowfall is not much different than 24, and then the choose 7. So it's Jersey Code Breaker. Make them bottom 2 rows into multiply gems of strength 4. With the moment, those turn into 7, which is a pretty decent amount. Middle rope missile drop kick is make 24 randos into Snowfall, 25 when it's maxed, and then the Hurricane Rana, choose 7 gems to make into black, and then it is the big sub reversal, which is also kind of nice. To start off with, we are going to run a relatively easily obtainable entourage. You can swap this Bailey out for Gunther if you needed to, any other zombie that you do have, or even red gem damage up as a multiply. So like, who we got here? Is it Rabbit? I think Rabbit is red gem. Yeah, red gem damage. So Rabbit would work. Just red gem damage here. And then Miz is to do extra Snowfall gems. So they do 100% more damage. We got Maurice. Red moves start with 2 more move points, and Snowfall gems do 75% more damage. So our Snowfall gems are absolutely buffed out of this world. 175. It's pretty decent. And then over here, we're just a red MP trainer. Okay. Let's check real quick. He doesn't have a 35k talent, does he? No, I didn't think so. All right. Gameplay loop's pretty simple. You just click through on reds. Oh, the other thing I didn't talk about. Strap is 100%er, I believe. Yeah, with Fury 2's 200%, 35% here. Not too much in the way of substats, though. Obviously, Fury 3s, if you're going to really run her, and she's your option of feuds, or she's a CSS, absolutely run Fury 3s. Okay. Let's go in here and see what we can't do. So you start loaded because we have 6 MP in the entourage. You don't have to worry about lane bonuses or one for yourself or anything like that. There's your 14x7s. Here's your Snowfalls. And then you're really just trying to break as many as possible, right? So we can do a row break here. And then you're going to miss this one. So we just do this. And there you go. You've painted the board red. Rumble plate activates, or whatever Jim Checker plate you've got. And that's 39 million damage. Not too shabby. 39 million damage, 40 million damage. On tier B's kind of lines up. Very, very many B tier cards at 6-star gold, especially unleveled, really hang out in that 40 million range. And Liv is obviously no different. However, you can get her to go a little bit bigger. One of the things you can do, and what you should do probably, is start focusing on multiply gems. So, the red MP up, multiply up is Striker Andre. So we like that. Bailey, and then really what I want to do is, I know Snowfall gems do 100% more damage, is fantastic, but I do actually want to try to load up damage on those multiplies. So let's go over here and let's find I just said it was Rabbit, right? Where's Rabbit? There he is. So now we're going to try to load up all the damage that the multiply gems do. Not going to change anything with the strap of the belt. I like that exactly how it sits. So now we should have multiplies of strength 9. Let's see what we come up with there. Also, my Bailey is unleveled, my zombie Bailey, so you can get a little bit extra damage coming out of that. There's our X9s. Now we're going to make our snowfalls. And then we're going to try to paint the board red again. So we're going to be missing these two, so I'm going to want to make a 4 here. And then make a 3 here. So let's do that. There we go, 47. So just by adding Andre and another red gem damage coach, we added about 8 million damage to our overall output. 47 is starting to get pretty decent. Most strikers HP don't even, but they usually hang out in that 47 million range. So that's super nice. The other thing you can do then is with a little bit nicer stuff. If you have 17k Santa, we can swap out Rabbit here for Santa himself. So that's 1, 4 from Butch here. That's 5, 1 for being yourself. That's 6. So we no longer need this. So we can go into Sherry. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Strength 8 plus 3, that'll be 11 on the board, which is super nice. The other thing is you might actually be able to eke a little bit more damage out if you swap Bailey for Leo. I haven't done the math on it. Usually they run about the same, except the zombie is a little bit less. Except in this situation, the zombie is capturing their primary color. So there's a good chance that if you have 35k Bailey, it actually does a little bit more damage than what Leo is. You'd have to do the math, though. I'm not going to make any claims without actually testing it. And since I don't have Leo, I'm not going to trust it. I'm not salty. You're salty. All right. So this is about the max damage that I'm going to be able to put out without getting to 150% strap or running to Fury 3s. And if Liv Morgan was going to be my go-to women's striker, it's absolutely a target that I would have. I'd want to do that type of stuff. Bottom 2 rows into 11s. Snowfalls. And then we'll need to break these. Uh-oh. We're going to do it this way. So we're going to break. Hold on, I can't see anything now. All right, we're going to break this here, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3 makes 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll paint the board red. Royal Rumble plate triggers. 52. That's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. Plus you get some inherent gem defense of 100%, which is always nice. You add some Fury 3s to add some more gem defense and some actual gem damage. You add 150 strap. There's a chance she hits for about 60. Right? You throw in some feud perks where either red gems or multiplied gems are buffed, and now you're getting somewhere. Now you're actually having some pretty real serious damage, and it's not the most dangerous. What's the worst that could happen in this game? In this gameplay, right? You might miss a column from snowfalls, so you paint 6 of the columns instead of 7 red. I'm willing to take that risk. Jersey Wildcats fantastic. Professor ranked the top 10 strikers, and Jersey Wildcats sat in roughly 7th, even though he put her in the 6 through 10 in no particular order category. I honestly think she's a little bit closer to 6 than she is 10. I really do. She might sit at 6 for me. She's pretty good. I like her. Definitely a card that you have. If you have the more stuff that you have for her, the better she gets. But if you're searching for, a lady striker, absolutely worth it. And frankly, it's worth knowing how to use her, just because you're probably going to have her 6-star gold anyway. Right? Right. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. If you've learned anything today, if you've been entertained by anything today, or if you just like the sound of my voice, do me a favor, click like, click subscribe, and share it to your faction mates. Also, find me at twitch.tv/slimnumbers, where I'll go live every once in a while and do a little bit of math, do some gameplay, and probably listen to some music too. I'll talk to you next time. Later.